Well, how you doing? I'm Rains Casino, and I'm selling used cars today. I got big ones, I got small ones, I got gray ones, I got black ones, I got purple ones, I got ones with windows, no windows, I got some with 4 black tires and some with only 2. Come on down and see me today for the deal of your life.
Okay, guys, that guy's gone. Sorry about that. Got to start the video out a little bit of levity, but chances are if you're watching this video, you've decided to buy a car in Thailand. Of course, this is just my personal experience. I'm not an expert by any means. Don't take anything I say as yes, that's the way it is. Always do your own research, but let's talk about what happened while I tried to buy a car in Thailand. This is a process I've been trying to do for like, I don't know, 2.5 years. The first thing you're gonna want to do is find a car, obviously. So you can come here to a place like this, used car spots. I'm just out here on Sukhumvit Road in Pattaya, where there's probably about, I don't know, 6 or 7 used car spots. And the farther you go down towards Rayong, or the more you go towards Bangkok, you're gonna see them everywhere. There's all kinds of used car spots. These are a good resource, all right? But you have to approach them with the same amount of caution you would any used car dealer probably in the world. You're not always sure where you're gonna get your cars from. These cars, many of them are from auctions. People sell them back to the dealers. Who knows? They all have a story to tell, and it's not like you could pull up a Carfax report here in Thailand and get all the details. Not that I would trust Carfax anyway. If you're not a mechanic, if you're not really familiar with vehicles and what to look for, I would definitely have somebody with me who knows something about cars before I bought a car in Thailand. Something you want to keep in mind here in Thailand that's a real common problem is flood damage. So other than just taking out the mechanical serviceability of the vehicle, flood damage is a big one. Look for standing water anywhere in the vehicle. Look under the carpets and see if there's any moisture, see if the carpets are wet, anything like that. You'd be surprised the number of vehicles that I looked at over the years that had significant amount of water, or where you could tell water had entered the vehicle. That's a big one. That's not one you want to deal with right there. That could cause electrical body problems, all kinds of engine issues, etc., etc. Whew, that's one I would definitely be concerned about when looking for a car here. But this is one resource, a used car dealership. Also, one of my favorites for a lot of things in Thailand is Facebook Marketplace. Awesome resource. You know, you go into Facebook Marketplace, set a radius from wherever you are, and start looking for cars. You can check the whole country if you want, or you can isolate it down to more to where you live. Something you have to approach with a bit of caution, just like anything. When you buy online, you know, are they telling me the truth? Is the vehicle really where it is? Is it really registered to that owner? All those things you're gonna have to worry about. Another resource, Bot Sold, and I'll put the links down below for this, guys. There's all kinds of stuff on Bot Sold, but of course, they have a large used car inventory on there. Some are even new vehicles, which is a great option for when you're looking around. Bot Sold is also a great search tool because it has all the same, well, it has similar parameters like Facebook, but I trust it more because people tend to put more accurate prices, more accurate mileage, that type of thing. Not a guarantee, but it just seems to be a little more put together as a search engine, looking for used cars, a little bit easier. Yep, and if that doesn't work for you, driving around looking for random cars on the road, Bot Sold, Marketplace, used car dealership, you can even head out and get a new car. Yes, there are plenty of new car dealerships here in Thailand. Something I would caution you about when buying a new car is that it is a vehicle manufactured in Thailand. That will save you a ton of money. A vehicle manufactured outside of Thailand will likely include import taxes that can be anywhere up to 300% of the value of the car. But hey, if you got it like that, don't let me stop you. Go ahead, buy whatever you want. That will probably also be passed on to you if you buy a used car that wasn't manufactured in Thailand. So anyway, that's all the resources I use to find a car. Of course, there's other resources out there, other websites. I'm sure some people will comment down below. We don't mind. We appreciate you helping us out. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We'd appreciate it. Oops, almost forgot one of my resources. And actually, it was the way that I found my car. Word of mouth, through a friend. Somebody just saw that I was looking for a car and said, hey, I have a vehicle. Boom, there you go, you can buy mine. All right, you found your dream vehicle, you checked it out, everything's good, the mileage is right. It's awesome. It's got 4 beautiful black round wheels. It's got some hot looking paint and some tinted windows, and it's the hot rod of your future. You're ready to make that big move and lay down the cash. Uh-oh, yeah, you're gonna need money. yeah, they're not giving away cars here in Thailand. In case you heard wrong, in fact, cars in Thailand are a little bit expensive. I've read this before. I'm just kind of doing this off the top of my head here, but as far as I know, and please feel free to correct me in the comments. But as far as I know, when you're buying a vehicle in Thailand, when you buy the car brand new, you're like paying road taxes or something along that line. You're paying some kind of tax basically for life on the vehicle. So that really pumps the price up of vehicles in Thailand. And you'll notice that as you're looking for them, like, man, these cars are kind of expensive here. A 10-year-old car still costs me 10 grand or more. Why is it like that? Well, it's because of those taxes. And they get passed on to everybody who buys the car after the original owner. You will be paying a little bit of a premium for vehicles here in Thailand, but that's just a norm. And remember that holds in the value of the car as well. That's why a car that's 10 years old is still getting, even though it's a small little car, that maybe they only paid $15,000 for, 10 years later, that car is still worth 10 grand. That's just the way it works here. Can I just walk into a bank and get a loan as a foreigner and buy a car? Probably not likely. Can I go to the car dealer and get a loan on a vehicle or get financed by the dealer? Probably not. There are certain circumstances where you can go into a car dealer and get financing. Awesome for you. That's cool. It's definitely not the norm. Most of us are here as tourists or retired or whatnot. So expect to be laying down cash for your vehicle. Another option that you can do is perhaps get financed by your bank in the States. Not necessarily finance. More likely what you're gonna end up doing is getting a personal loan, something along that lines, or maybe you have a home that you can get a mortgage on and maybe you're gonna use that money that way. Another option, and this is one where it gets a little bit tricky, is to put the car in a Thai person's name and finance under their name. Okay, that makes them technically the owner and you're the one making the payments. Totally up to you. I'm not telling you that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm telling you it happens all the time. And it's something that even Fa and I talked about, is buying a car that might have been a little bit out of my reach to just drop cash on and having it financed under her name, and then I would just pay her back or I would make the payments, whatever. Either way, I'd be the one paying for the vehicle, but it would be in her name until I completely paid off the vehicle, and then we would have to transfer it over. And we'll talk about transfers a little bit later. But that is another way to buy a car. But basically what I'm alluding to, as a foreigner, if you're on a tourist visa, retirement visa, marriage visa, something along that lines, it's unlikely that you're gonna be able to finance the vehicle here in Thailand from a Thai bank or from a dealer. Credit card's another option. Some dealers will take credit cards. Of course, what you're gonna wanna do is check with your bank in advance. Can I just swipe my card and make a purchase like that? Can I charge $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 on my credit card in one swipe? If you're gonna do that, I would call ahead, not rather than just go to the dealer and get sadly disappointed, because you may walk in there and they're gonna be like, yeah, your card declined. Get out of my office. So I would probably just preemptively talk to your bank or your credit card company and let them know that you're going to do that. But it is another option. It is another option. So anyway, guys, that's what you're going to have to do to pay for your vehicle. Good luck with that. I hope it works out for you. Like I said, cash is probably the easiest thing you could possibly do. Transfer it over to a Thai bank, pay for your vehicle that way. It will save you tons of headaches. The vehicle will be in your name when you buy it. Just leave it at that. Just my personal experience, not telling what to do. If you have rented with a company here in Thailand, you may have noticed that they're getting rid of their inventory a lot. That is another trick way to get into a vehicle for a reasonable price. And also another financing possibility is if you've been renting with a company for a while, just talk to them. Maybe they will take one of the cars you've been renting in the past when they're going to get rid of, and they might either make you a really good deal or they might be willing to accept payments for that vehicle in a rent to buy kind of situation. Not one that I'm super familiar with, but it may work here in Thailand. No guarantees on that one, but it might be a possibility. Hello, beautiful how are you?
I'm good.
What company are we at? We're at NA Services,
NA
right?
Services.
Yeah, we might have been here once or twice before with my friend She's awesome. She can handle all kinds of stuff for you. But as you guys know, I just bought a new car. Well, not a new car, but a used car from a friend. So now we've got to do all the paperwork. What do I need to do, to transfer the vehicle?
Yeah, we make the resident paper, both of you. Yeah, and
what's the resident paper? That's like just saying that I live here in Thailand?
The resident paper we can make from immigration to verify you where you live in Pattaya.
Okay, does that apply to any visa, like retirement visa, elite
Whatever.
visa, tourist visa? Doesn't matter,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yes.
awesome. Okay, so we got to get the resident paper. Then what else?
The resident paper and blue book. That's it.
Resident paper and a blue book.
Yes.
All right, now the blue book, that's an important one right there. It needs to be in the owner's name, right? Well, the
Yes.
so-called, whoever is in that book is the owner of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So if it's in my girlfriend's name and I bring in the blue book, is that legal? Can I do that? Or Okay,
Yes.
it's no problem. We just need to have that blue book.
Yes.
And who's ever, like if it's a Thai ID or a passport or something, we need some kind of other identification to go with the blue book,
The
right?
blue book, yes.
Right,
yes,
okay.
yes.
So, and in our situation, we kind of ran into a rare situation. The guy who's selling the car to me actually owns his home.
Yeah, he owns his house, but
So-
he have to have the make a TM30.
So he's got to make a TM30. So in his situation, a TM30 is normally issued by the homeowner. Usually most people here are renting or something like that. But if you own a condo, own your own home, you're going to have a house book.
Yeah, have to do also.
Yeah, so you're going to need to bring that house book as well
Yes.
as identification. So that was just kind of a unique situation we were in here, but not very common, but
Yeah.
just know that if you're buying it from somebody, they're going to need those things so you can transfer the title properly. Anything else we need to do with the transfer of the title? He's going to sign over the book, right?
Yeah,
He has to
yeah,
sign the
sign-
book
sign-
over.
sign
So
at the
again, it needs to be that original owner to sign the book, right?
Yes, yes,
And I bring this up because in some situations, when you're looking for a car here, the person holding the blue book is not necessarily the owner. So make sure that owner is available. They could be out of the country or something like that.
Yeah.
So in that situation, if the owner is not available, can we do anything?
Yeah, can do, but it's more process. Like
Okay.
you have to get the notary to certify or something like that.
Okay, so you
Yes,
might need
yes.
a notary or something along
Yes.
that lines. Okay, anything else we should know?
Yeah, nothing.
What about taxes for the vehicle? Like, how
For
do
the vehicle, I have to check if you already pay the tax of the blue book. No need to pay more. But if you not pay now, can extend. Yeah, I
Okay.
can do everything in the transport.
and you got it all under control.
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys got more detailed questions or maybe another unique situation, just hit up all the information is down below, guys.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks,
Yes.
See ya. Okay, guys, all right, we're just trying to close out my car buying video here. I have finally got my blue book, which means this car is officially mine. 100%, it's in my name. All legal, 100%. Good to
Yes.
go. Hooked it up. Everything all together, we'll just talk about the price right now. Everything all together was
Yeah.
about 10,879 baht. And I know,
Yeah.
guys, we'll just go ahead and get this out of the way right now. I know everybody can do it cheaper, faster, whatever. I'm proud of you. I'm glad for you. I'm glad you got it done cheaper and easier than me. This is how I do things. I'm path of least resistance. If I could get someone to fluff my pillow at night, I would. I would, but I just like it simple. But all that includes a car inspection, so they have to take the vehicle down. Like,
Yeah.
I drove down here and nope, took my car twice. Twice she had to take it in. They had to get like the VIN numbers and do the tax and all that stuff. I never left this office right here. I never went into any government office. I sat right here on the couch, chilled out, drank some water, went to 7-Eleven. They did all the hard work for me, which is better for me. Better for me. I don't want to deal with it. It's stacks of paperwork, guys. Stacks of paperwork. I'm not dealing with it. Signing things that I can't read. I don't want to do anything with that. But okay, so they had to do the car inspection, change my name. They did government insurance, tax. My tax is good all the way into 2024, so that's good. And then I had to do a resident service. So it's a resident service for me and for the other driver. Both of us are not Thai, so if it had been a Thai person, it probably would have been a little cheaper, right?
Cheaper, yes.
Yeah, because they would have had a Thai ID, a house book, something like that. So it would have been a different situation. But anyway, that's everything, guys. I think we closed out the whole car buying guide. I think this is, it's just my experience of from start to finish buying a car here in Thailand. What the process was. It is a process. It is a lot of paperwork. I let take care of all that. You can't do it all on your own. You really can. You can go down and fill out all the paperwork already, walk in the door and pay a few bucks and get it done if that's really your thing. Those precious hours mean something to me. I'm not wasting all that time. Thanks,
You're welcome.
Always a pleasure. Appreciate it. Yes, I highly recommend getting private insurance because you don't know who you're dealing with in certain situations. You may get an entanglement, or you may get into an accident or something with somebody who isn't insured at all, and now you're gonna have to deal with them, you're gonna have to deal with your vehicle, all that. Private insurance, guys, it's worth the extra money, absolutely. Just like health insurance, it's always good to have some kind of supplemental coverage here just to protect you. I'm not saying it's a dangerous place here in Thailand, but the probability of you getting an accident here is pretty high. So have that additional coverage. I highly recommend it.